Dr. Sanjay Oak is an Indian surgeon specialized in field of pediatrics and laparoscopy. He was the former dean of the Seth G's Medical College and King Edward Memorial Hospital in Mumbai. He is also an elected fellow of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, former director of medical education and major hospitals for Medical Colleges in Mumbai. He is a prolific writer in Marathi and a weekly columnist of great repute. Dr. Sanjay Oak was also the Vice Chancellor of the Padmashree Dr. Patil Vidyapeeth, Navi, Mumbai, the CEO of Prince Ali Khan Hospital, Mumbai, and Aga Khan Health Services India. He was appointed as the chairman of the task force for COVID-19 in Maharashtra.
The second issue, which became an extensive point of discussion and debates, and that is, should we lock down? How much we should do? And again here, I go back to Bhagavad Gita. And what does Bhagavad Gita? Swami Prabhupada says, without being self-controlled, without being self-disciplined, and without being fully obedient, no one can become successful in following the instructions of the spiritual master, and without doing so, no one is able to go ahead. This was exactly the concept of lockdown. And Sanjay told me a beautiful verse. This comes from Jnaneshwari. With the permission of Sanjay, I recite this here. And it says, येणे सुखे रुचे एकांताचा वास नाही गुण दोष अंगा येत. This is exactly what we were telling as lockdowns. Sanjay in his own style said, अरे घर बनवण्यासाठी HDFCचं लोन घेतलं ना, मग लोन घेतलेल्या घरामध्ये राहावा ना सुखानं. But that was the concept of lockdown that really helped us to arrest the propagation of the disease. And therefore, whether it is Pune or Mumbai, these were the usual sites that we all experienced. How did Maharashtra task force came into being? It was 11th of April, one Thursday. I was sleeping in my hospital flat. I was the chief executive officer of Prince Ali Khan Hospital of Aga Khan Foundation. And at 11 p.m. I received a call from Honorable Chief Minister Uddhav Ji. And he in his usual style said it to me, हे बघा डॉक्टर ओक, मी ही लढाई लढायचं ठरवलं आहे, तुम्ही माझ्याबरोबर उतरणार आहात का? Typical Uddhavji style. There was no way I could have said no. And then this call was followed by another call from Honorable Chief Secretary, Shri Ajoy Mehta at that time, and the task force came into existence. We were very simple. I said, sir, I want public and private sector, both people to participate. Now this came as a surprise to him. I said, Mehta ji, I spent 27 years of my life in government of Maharashtra, in Bombay Municipal Corporation. And the subsequent 12 years, initially as a Vice Chancellor of D.Y. Patil University, and then in private hospitals. And I firmly believe that there are good people in both sectors. There are good people in private sector, there are good people in public sector. We need to choose, and we need to get the people together. Dear friends, if control of pandemic in Maharashtra has been a partial success, I owe that success to coming together of public and private health sector of Maharashtra. So we were given very clear mandates, and the initial mandates were just 5. Dr. Oak was asked to lead it. I had colleagues from Brijkandy, Jaslok, Hinduja Hospital, Sion Hospital, KM Hospital, JJ Hospital, so intermix of both sectors. And people coming from pulmonology, critical care medicine, gastroenterology, ICU care, in every walk of the medical field that participated together. Most of these people who work with me were internationally known in their respective fields. I was the only odd man out as a surgeon. And probably I was put in charge thanks to my administrative skills and experience for the last 17 years. So, as I wrote in one of the Loksatta articles, माझ्या हातात ज्यांची प्रभा दूरवर फाकलेली आहे असे 10 मोती देण्यात आले होते आणि यांना एकसंध ठेवणाऱ्या धाग्याची भूमिका मात्र माझ्याकडे होती. That was the chairman of this particular task force. So initially we were told that we should classify the hospitals as COVID hospitals and non-COVID hospitals. This plan failed in less than a month, and virtually till today, every hospital in Maharashtra evolved as a hybrid hospital. That we had to have an area of COVID in each one of them. How many beds to be assigned to that depended on the case preponderance, number of cases coming at that time. We went through the worst part in May, June, July, August of 2020, when we had patients everywhere, when we had all the ventilators occupied, when the patients were dying left, right and center. And that was a time when the hospitals were 80% and above converted to COVID. But come November, December, the things started becoming slow down, quietening down, and we reverted these percentages to 60-40, 50-50. And today as it stands, 20% COVID and 80% non-COVID. Because I must tell you, the hospital and the health industry would have died its own death if financially they would not have been supported by non-COVID work. So doing an angioplasty, doing a coronary bypass, me operating a small baby was equally important, not only for the life and death of that patient, but for the vitality of the healthcare sector itself. And that is the reason why the task force evolved in its activities. So, what was the philosophy that task force followed? Again, go back to Mahabharata. We said, Swadharma, Sthita Prajna, whatever happens. Don't get perturbed by you losing a colleague. The number of cases, media shouting helter-skelter on you, absolutely. For last 3 months, I have received enormous amount of hate mails for not starting the schools. And I swallowed my pride and I said, I want that child which you want to go to school first to remain alive. And that is why I am holding back the schools. And even till yesterday, we had the yesterday morning meeting with Honorable Prime Minister, and we insisted for 2 things. Start booster dose and start pediatric vaccinations in country. That is a need of the hour. Irrespective of what the ICMR feels or anything feels, that is a need of the hour. If on the other hand, I'm going to open up schools, I'm going to open up the swimming pools, I'm going to open up the grounds, and I have a new variant, B.1.1.529. If you have an unvaccinated populace and this variant coming in India, God only should save us. So the task force retained its sthita prajnata. We spoke the truth and nothing but the truth. In all these 20 months, there have been statements made at various international forums, and those statements have been withdrawn, retracted. Even WHO did it. And to my utter surprise, journals like Lancet, which are absolutely Bibles and Gita for us, have had to retract some of the scientific literature and publications that they had come out with. I'm happy to say that till today, task force has not withdrawn even one single sentence that we said right from April 2020.
समस्त बंधू भगिनी आणि वारकरी भाविक भक्तांनो, तत्वज्ञ संत श्री ज्ञानेश्वर श्री तुकाराम महाराज यांच्या नावाने आणि विश्वधर्मी प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ दास कराड यांच्या अथक प्रयत्नाने साकार झालेल्या या विश्वशांतीच्या घुमटातून भागवत वारकरी परंपरेचा हा ज्ञान विज्ञानाधिष्ठित अध्यात्मशास्त्राचा दिव्य संदेश संपूर्ण मानव जातीला सुख, समाधान आणि शांतीकडे घेऊन जाईल याचा आम्हाला विश्वास वाटतो. जगभरातील मान्यवरांनी गौरवलेला हा विश्वशांतीचा घुमट लवकरच जगातील एक आश्चर्य म्हणून ओळखला जाईल आणि भारताला विश्वगुरू म्हणून मान्यता प्राप्त करून देईल अशी आमची प्रांजळ भावना आहे.